Hi, I'm Andrew, a career counselor at Rutgers University Career Services. Welcome to our webshop series on choosing a major and career. In this series, we've already talked about a lot of actions you can take to explore yourself and explore your major and career options. Now, this may seem overwhelming. How do you choose what to start with first? This is where forming a plan will help. Creating a plan may seem obvious, but there's a very effective and specific strategy for getting focused called SMART goals. This strategy will help make this process much less complicated and much more straightforward. When it comes to setting goals, you're essentially identifying something that you want to accomplish and establishing measurable targets and timeframes. You can have either long-term goals, such as where you see yourself after graduation, or short-term goals, which are usually achieved in a much shorter time frame, such as 6 months or less. A short-term goal related to exploring majors and careers might be doing an informational interview. In this case, let's walk through a sample SMART goal for doing an informational interview to explore a career in graphic design. Specific. What is the specific goal? Let's say that we want to interview 3 graphic designers who are alumni from Rutgers who graduated with different majors. Measurable. How can we measure it? Let's say that we will give ourselves 1 semester to complete this goal. To measure our progress along the way, we're going to interview 1 graphic designer in February, 1 in March, and 1 in April. This way we've broken our small goal, interview 3 graphic designers, into even smaller, easily measurable pieces. If we successfully interview someone in February, we know that we're making progress toward our goal. If we don't, we still have time to revisit this goal to see why we weren't able to accomplish our smaller task and revise our goal if necessary. Actions. What actions will we take? Perhaps we decide to use LinkedIn to search for these Rutgers alumni. We'll also tweak the informational interview sample email in the University Career Services Guide to send as an initial outreach. We'll also prepare a list of questions that we want to ask each of the alumni. Realistic relevant. Why is this goal realistic or relevant? Is graphic design a serious career that you're considering? If so, it's very relevant. Is it realistic? Only you can really answer that, but 3 people in 1 semester seems pretty reasonable. And lastly, time frame. What is the time frame to reach this goal? We'll set ourselves an overall end date to complete this goal. We'll have the 3 alumni interviewed by the first reading day of the semester. This is, of course, just an example of how to do a SMART goal. Try this approach with a goal of your own that relates to exploring majors and careers. Perhaps your goal is about visiting different academic departments to learn about their majors. Perhaps it's to look into different professional student organizations to learn more about careers and majors that way. Maybe you still need to work on exploring yourself and want to set a goal for making an appointment with a career counselor as well as an academic advisor. Just remember, as you're developing these short-term goals, always keep in mind what your long-term goal is. That will help you determine whether the short-term goal is relevant and worth your time. Now that you have a plan in place, proceed to the final video in our webshop series.